I think It's Arbor Day, Charlie Brown is one of the great sort of buried treasures of the Peanuts collection. I'm just looking at like the Warner Brothers release here. You know, it was the 15th Peanuts special. It's very special to me for a number of reasons. Number one, Charles Schulz and our father, Lee Mendelson and Bill Melendez, were really into celebrating Arbor Day and Earth Day in ecology. And so the premise for the show was nobody's going to talk about Arbor Day. Let's do a show about it and talk about preserving nature, which is what they did. And in typical Charlie Brown fashion, Linus gives sort of a very spiritual and historical context for the whole thing, which makes it fascinating. I'm personally really into the show because it was also the introduction of Rerun to the television specials. And Rerun, of course, is Linus and Lucy's little brother who developed as a character who had to ride on the back of his mother's bicycle everywhere and suffer the slings and arrows and tortures of that adventure on the back of mother's bicycle through the city and the suburbs and the country. And I especially relate to that because that was the first character I got to play. So a couple years later in the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show, Rerun was one of the primary characters, one of the main new characters Schulz wrote about beyond the original cast, because it was this baby coming through the world and seeing the world for the first time, either with Snoopy or with his older brother and sister, with Charlie Brown.